In January of 2024, temperatures north of Eagle Plains, Alaska, had plunged to minus 31 degrees. The sky hung motionless like a sheet of lead. Even the snow had forgotten how to fall. And across this endless white, a lone figure moved forward. Dr. Noah Red, geophysicist, researcher, and above all, a man driven by obsession. For years, one question had consumed him. Why do satellites always skip over the same region of Alaska? On every map, a perfect square of absence sat in the center of the circuit tundra. Google didn't show it, NASA didn't show it, private companies didn't show it. It was as if the Earth itself had erased something. That morning, Noah knelt on the frozen ground and turned on his GPS. No signal, no static, no radio presence whatsoever. But then, the impossible happened. The GPS display twitched, rotated on its own, and drew a perfect circle. Noah froze. His breath turned to ice. Something was beneath them, something that didn't want to be found. A deep vibration rose behind him. No wind, no wildlife, just the earth shifting, slow, deliberate. The snow lifted from below, swelling like something inside it was waking up. Noah stumbled backward. A crack split the ground, and through the white surface emerged a perfectly carved shape. A 1.2-kilometer wide, flawless circle, smooth, metallic, impossibly cold. No seams, no markings, no natural erosion. Not man-made, not natural. Something else entirely. "This can't be real," Noah whispered. But the real shock hadn't begun. Back at camp, he typed the coordinates into his laptop. The screen went black instantly. Not a crash, something intentional. A single line appeared. Access revoked. Code S-19 black. A Defense Department code discontinued in the early 1970s. A project that should not exist anymore. Noah's hands shook. He opened archived directories, decrypted old documents, searched through corrupted government scans. Hours later, he found a forgotten file. Northwell Report, 1969. Unexplained Circular Structures, Alaska Division. Most pages were censored beyond recognition. But one surviving paragraph made his chest tighten. Satellite imaging fails on every pass. Optics are filtered. Something is consciously blocking visual capture. The circle wasn't new. The U.S. had known for over 5 decades. At the bottom of the report was one final line. When the structure opens, a sound is heard. No recording has ever described it. The next morning, Noah launched his drone. Live feed appeared, then cut out instantly. The drone wasn't hit. There was no interference in the air. But for one impossible moment, the camera showed Noah's own face, as if it was filming him from inside the circle. The GPS data said the drone descended downward before losing connection, but the circle had no opening. "What did you fall into?" Noah whispered. He approached the structure again. From afar, it reflected the sky like a mirror. But up close, Noah realized something horrifying. There was no reflection of himself. The surface wasn't reflecting light. It was absorbing it. He reached out. The moment his fingers touched the surface, the circle erupted with blinding light. The ground trembled. The metallic skin rippled, slow, steady, alive. Then a voice rose from beneath the tundra. "Turn back." Not human, yet perfectly shaped to his language. A second time. "Noah, turn back." He collapsed, trembling. No one knew he was here. No one alive could have said his name this way. Panicked, Noah ran back to his laptop. It powered itself on. A new message appeared. Noah read, Phase 4. A file opened automatically. The Alaska Anomaly, Internal Report, 1971. Inside the document, scientists attempted to open the circle in 1971. 2 researchers entered. Neither returned. Their status listed simply as physical loss. Final line, this structure is a consciousness-aware mechanism. Was it alive? A machine? Something between thought and matter? A second file opened. An audio log. A deep male voice whispered, "We were only observing, but it never remembered us." A woman's voice followed. "The circle didn't close. It sleeps." Then, a baby crying. A distant explosion. Silence. The final file opened on its own. Noah's father stared back at him from an old camera recording. His father, a man Noah believed died a simple miner. At the bottom of the screen, a line appeared. Phase 4, Red Family, Neural Link Candidate. Noah wasn't an intruder. He was part of a program, an inherited one. That's why the circle knew his name. He walked toward the structure again, this time without fear. The surface rippled like water receiving a familiar presence. A slit formed, a doorway expanded, a blinding white light spilled out. A familiar voice whispered, "Welcome back. We thought you wouldn't return." His father's voice. Noah stepped forward. The sky vibrated. Light exploded. And he vanished. No footprints. No trace. Nothing. The next morning, satellite imaging updated. The region where the circle had been? Gone. Erased clean, as if the planet chose to forget it. Satellites still refuse to capture the area. No one knows when the circle will open again. But some nights, a circular light drifts across the Alaskan sky, and a whisper rides the cold air. Phase 5 has begun. There is no turning back. If you seek the next anomaly, the next buried structure, the next truth satellites were never allowed to reveal, follow the silence and subscribe.